We're checking in on the scene at Eastwood Mall in Niles in just a couple of minutes.
Cold temperatures again tonight. I'll tell you how cold it's going to get and how warm it's going to be for the weekend in my complete 7-day forecast coming up.
And a local shelter making sure no one goes without a meal this Thanksgiving. How they even got some help from local athletes. That story on the way.
Investigative, in-depth, in the Valley. WKBN 27 First News at 11 starts now.
Well, Black Friday shoppers are out in full force. This is a live look at the Eastwood Mall in Niles. Everyone dancing, having a good time there. Those stores are packed. Seen a lot of long lines there. You can see many people out hunting down those good holiday specials. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Brittany Bissell. Well, it's cold Thanksgiving night out there. Those shoppers will have to bundle up. Let's get it over to meteorologist Rod Cowan in the Storm Team Weather Center. Good evening, Rod.
That's a great way to stay warm. Now, if you do that outside, you're going to have your gloves, your hats on, that's for sure. Temperatures really haven't budged since 6 o'clock, unfortunately. Or fortunately, we have those clouds actually acting like an insulating blanket. Generally mid-20s across Mahoning County and Columbiana County. A couple degrees cooler in a few spots in Trumbull County, and then over towards Mercer County in the low 20s. Now you factor in the winds, they are light, but still makes it feel like 14 out the airport, makes it feel like 11 in Grove City, makes it feel like 19 in Newcastle. So a little bit of light wind out there at times. We'll take a live look in Sharon here, 24 degrees, and those winds at 9 miles an hour. That's all it takes to drop the feel-like temperature 10 degrees. Lots of clouds across the area. That will continue as we go into the overnight period. Mostly cloudy skies dropping down to around 20 for the overnight low. And then as we go through tomorrow, 20 at 6 a.m. and the winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 through the morning hours. It'll be about 10 miles an hour in the afternoon, 23 at 8 o'clock, and then by 10 o'clock warming up to about where we topped out today, 26 degrees. On our way to the 40s for tomorrow. And that's not where the mercury is going to stop. We're going to have warmer temperatures for the weekend coming up, along with some rain showers, and I'll talk about both of those in just a few minutes.
Well, we've been talking about it all night. Black Friday shoppers are out across the valley. First News reporter Noah Daniels-Wouter is checking out the scene at the Eastwood Mall in Niles. He joins us live tonight. Noah.
Yes, my cameraman Nathan LaHoda and I are at the #1 rated place to be at Black Friday. As you can see, people are having fun behind me, so that's why I was rated #1. People also here are waiting in line dancing behind me as well. And just they're excited to get their holiday shopping over and done with. And just like the people and the employees at Best Buy and Boardman, they were excited to get Black Friday started as well. It might be cold outside, but workers at Best Buy and Boardman are heated up for Black Friday.
Oh yes, it's crazy. It's major pack.
We set a GoPro up at the front door. We sped the video up to show you how many people walked in and out of the store in just 30 minutes.
Kind of hard parking when I got out here.
Experts say more than half of Black Friday shopping will be impulsive purchases. Stuart Richardson adds to that impulsive purchase list.
I came from my cousins and I drive them around, and I figured since I'm here, I might as well get a tea from my mom.
So does the amount of people shopping on Black Friday from home.
I'm an on-hand type person.
Sterling Smith told me he does like to shop online, but it's not the same feeling as going to a store.
I like to physically come out in person, see the equipment, see everything out. You can still catch some exclusive deals in the stores as well that you might not be able to find online.
Yes, so whether you like shopping at home or coming to a party like this behind me, make sure you stay safe and get the best deal. Live in Niles, Noah Daniels-Wouter, WKBN 27, First News at 11.
All right, thanks, Noah. Well, people spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on Black Friday, but is that the best use of your money? Financial experts say shopping on Black Friday is fine, but make sure to set a budget before you go. Using a credit card can often lead to bills piling up, and the interest you build up on those items you bought could mean you didn't get a good deal at all.
Look for those major sales. Right? Take advantage of them. But then the key is if you do go and buy something, you need to pay it off in a timely manner.
Well, if you purchase with a credit card, not paying for a while could mean the interest makes that deal you got irrelevant. Experts recommend paying off credit card bills immediately. Well, a man is lucky to be alive tonight after a bad accident. Police say the man driving this car got out with minor injuries. His SUV flipped on its roof after it collided with another car. Now, this happened on Wirt Boulevard near Park Avenue at around 6 o'clock tonight. Officers are charging the driver of the car for failing to yield. The driver of the SUV was taken to St. E's and is doing okay this evening. Well, the rescue mission of the Mahoning Valley opened their doors today to feed the community. Families could come in and feast on turkey, stuffing, and pumpkin pie. 50 to 60 volunteers helped make it all happen today. Some of those volunteers came from a local basketball team. First News spoke with one of the players. He says he feels lucky to have his family and dinner waiting at home for him.
I get to go home, and eat with my family and stuff. It does hurt, but at the same time, you can always wish for the best, for other people.
People could eat seconds and thirds if they wanted to. Most of the food made today was donated by members of the community. Well, feeling thankful today in Boardman, runners took part in the What We're Thankful 4-mile race and walk. It happened this morning in and around the Davis Family YMCA. You could see people bundled up in the cold. The winners got to take home a pie. There was also a kids run. Well, another Thanksgiving race. This is the first year for the Youngstown Turkey Trot. More than 40 Youngstown City School District employees hit the pavement. They were the largest team in the trot. The 5K race began at Harrison Field by the MVR. There was also a kids dash as part of the event. Everyone received a cinnamon roll at the finish line. Well, a tradition at the Salvation Army in the Shenango Valley once again brought the community together to feast and give thanks. 27 First News reporter Alexis Walters went to their Thanksgiving dinner where no one was short a meal on this holiday.
For nearly 30 years, the Salvation Army has been filling a room with strangers, friends, and family for a homemade turkey dinner.
Enjoy the fellowship, and I enjoy the food. The food is always a good Thanksgiving meal.
Started coming with my mom. She worked for the Salvation Army. Each time I come, it's a blessing.
Around 100 people lined the hallway waiting to eat the turkey, stuffing, potatoes, and dessert.
Well, the food's great, and it gets me out of the house for Thanksgiving because my family's far away.
As for the more than 700 community members who can't make the trip, volunteers take the meal right to their doorstep.
Yeah, you're blown away when you look at Sharon only has 10,000 people, and you figure that we're going to supply about 1,000 meals today. That's quite significant.
It doesn't happen without the help of about 200 volunteers. Cooks from Miracle Valley have been working around the clock 24 hours before the dinner started. And students from the Kennedy Catholic High School basketball teams take time to seat and serve those who come to eat.
We're very grateful to have what we have and very fortunate. So, and everybody deserves a Thanksgiving meal, so we're out giving them what they deserve.
Every time, we take people food and stuff, they really just put a smile on their face. So it really, is rewarding to me.
Whether it's giving or receiving today, hearts and stomachs are a little fuller in Hermitage. Alexis Walters, WKBN 27 First News.
Well, a local veteran and Purple Heart recipient will have the experience of a lifetime in Washington, D.C. this weekend. On Saturday, Marine Corps veteran Joseph Bateman will be laying a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. Bateman says he is going to honor those that have lost their lives and pay respect to the duties he'd do again if he needed to.
As a Marine, you're always one. You're always a Marine. And I guess if something would happen tomorrow where you could do something, go back in, and you go back in.
Bateman earned his Purple Heart from his service in Vietnam and the injuries he suffered during a helicopter crash where he was one of 8 to survive. Well, one of the biggest Thanksgiving traditions, the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. In case you missed it, we'll give you a look at some of the sights and sounds from the big event.
And it's going to be a cold night tonight, sunny skies and temperatures in the 40s. That can't last, can it? Of course not. We have more rain coming for the weekend forecast, and I'll break that down hour by hour coming up next.
You report it, 27 investigates. Tip us on stories we need to uncover. Just go to WKBN.com or our mobile app and click Report It. covering major local news from where you live. You're watching WKBN 27 First News.
Well, it's a cold night in the valley, but a little change is on the way for the weekend. Let's check in with meteorologist Rod Cowan in the Storm Team Weather Center.
Yeah, first of all, we're going to have a cold night tonight, but we're going to warm things up a little bit as we get towards the weekend. But unfortunately, also more rain is coming our way as well. So we have one more night of cold temperatures. In fact, we got nearly a record for today. That's right, 27 was what we topped out at. The coldest high temperature back into, this goes way back, but it was 5 years ago, topped out at 25 degrees. Can you believe that? We were 2 degrees from that record. That's a chilly day, and that's what we have in our hands for tonight, a chilly night, because the cloud cover really hasn't moved. The only thing that's really changed as we take a live look at our Huntington Skycam, downtown Youngstown, are gorgeous until, like I said before, you had to start adding the data here. 24, you had the winds out of the southeast at 9, makes it feel like 14, and there's our high temperature for today was only 27 degrees. Dry roads out there, but it is chilly. If you are headed out, make sure you have your winter emergency kit, your hats, your gloves, that kind of stuff. 24 still in Mesopotamia. That number has been fluctuating in the low 20s all night. Down to 24 out at the airport, 25 in Cortland, also 25 in downtown Youngstown, Columbiana, Salem, Guilford Lake, and Calcutta, all in the mid-20s. Mid-20s in Lawrence County, low 20s over towards Grove City and Mercer County. Now, there is a little bit of wind out there, and you notice what that does to the temperatures, knocks it down into the teens, 14, 19 degrees. Not everybody is seeing that. What everybody is seeing, cloud cover. And unfortunately, that will slowly erode as we go through the day tomorrow. Plenty of clear skies back towards the west. There's our area of high pressure that gave the Big Apple a gorgeous Macy's Day Parade, but what we're watching is back towards the west here. Warmer temperatures along this warm front going to slowly push towards us as we go over the next couple days. Temperatures were in the 60s. They're down into the 40s right now, and we're about half of that. We're at 24 degrees. You can see the temperatures in the 20s and 30s. So eventually we'll get some warmer temperatures in here. But we're going to jump ahead to Friday night. Clouds start to return after a sunny day on Friday, and then on Saturday morning rain showers moving in. Watching this period Friday night into Saturday in case we do get below freezing. We may have just a period or two of just freezing rain, but right now it looks like it's going to be well above freezing. And then that rain moves in. Warming up on Sunday, but we'll be in between systems, so more rain in the forecast for early next week. As we go hour by hour, you can see how temperatures with the clearing of the skies get into the low 40s by tomorrow afternoon, and then the clouds start to push in. Remember those clouds Friday night? We're watching those temperatures. They get down to near 32 degrees, but as the rain starts to push in, the temperatures actually rise. That's what we're hoping is going to happen here. Look at this. They go from the mid and low 30s to the upper 30s. And then here's the rain first thing on Saturday morning. It moves through 10 o'clock. Everybody's seeing chilly rain, but temperature slowly warming up to the upper 40s. It looks like the rain wraps up by noon, but still an isolated shower late in the day. And then that southerly flow just continues as we get into Sunday. Clouds and 30 in the mid to upper 30s for Sunday, giving way to highs right around 50 degrees or so on Sunday afternoon. So for tonight, though, it is going to be a chilly night. 20 for the overnight low under mostly cloudy skies, 42 for the high tomorrow. A little bit of breeze in the afternoon, but those winds coming out of the south helping to warm us up to 42, and we should be in the mid 40s for highs. As you take a look at your day planner for tomorrow, after a chilly start, we get into the mid 30s, mostly sunny skies, and 36 at noon. 42 degrees is what we'll top out at. And then as we take a look at your 7-day forecast, breezy, rain showers moving in on Saturday. Remember, the bulk of the rain will be in the morning hours, cooling down to 39. A nice day on Sunday, 50. And then take a look at Monday. Falling temperatures, the high on Monday matches the low on Sunday. So as those temperatures fall down into the 20s, we're going to see that rain on Monday change over and mix with snow. And then colder temperatures just settle in for a couple days. Highs in the lower 30s and overnight lows in the teens and 20s. So we kind of just, we get a brief break, but we kind of go back to what we just came from. So you can keep up with the roller coaster ride of the weather with our app, WKBN.com. You can get the alerts there. You can get the school closings. You can get the radar and kind of keep up with the changes there as they happen.
So the big question I have for you tonight, though, Rod, how many plates of food did you have on this Thanksgiving?
I took it easy, 2.
2. That's me too. but I'm definitely having another one before I go back to bed tonight.
Okay.
So we're going to make it 3 before the night's over.
All right.
All right, thanks, Rod.
Sure.
Well, still on the way tonight, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It was a cold day for it, but we're going to share some of the best moments from the big parade. That's coming up next.
Asking questions, investigating for you. You're watching WKBN 27 First News.
Well, an estimated 3.5 million people turned out to watch the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in the Big Apple. The 21-degree temperature at the start of the day made it one of the coldest Thanksgiving in the city in decades. But as CBS's Tom Hansen reports, the show still went on.
A giant turkey float kicked off festivities at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as spectators, bundled from head to toe, cheered on.
I have 5 layers on underneath this and my snow boots on.
Iconic balloons like Charlie Brown and first-timer Goku were cleared to fly, but at lower heights due to gusty winds. The Grinch dipped down a little too low at one point, the wind pushing his face too close to the crowds.
What balloons are you looking the most forward to today?
All of them, especially the Pikachu.
Some revelers camped out all night on the unseasonably cold holiday to get a front row seat. First-timer Rosemary Court found a unique way to stay warm.
Does this thing work?
I've only been in it about a half hour, so I'm saying yes.
Members of the NYPD kept an eye on how wind would affect these giant balloons. Thousands of police officers were also deployed along the 2.5-mile parade route, monitoring security.
As marching bands thrilled the crowds, K-9 teams, able to sniff out explosives from a distance, stood by. Sanitation trucks and roadblocks kept unauthorized vehicles away.
And this is what the NYPD does each and every day. We keep people safe.
Many of those along the 2.5-mile parade route say they were undeterred by the brisk weather.
We don't care how cold it gets. I'm in North Dakota. We can handle cold.
They took in the sights with smiles on their faces.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Delighted to see stars and Santa Claus on Thanksgiving Day. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
Well, for more than 100 years, houses have been ordered in catalogs and delivered in kits ready to assemble. The Salem Historical Society has cataloged several of the homes. More than a dozen kit homes from before World War II still exist. The homes were very popular in the early 20th century. They solved a housing shortage for a growing economy.
All of the lumber was cut to fit together like building blocks. And at that point you had windows, doors, nails, studs, everything that you needed to put that house together.
Many of the homes are still lived in and loved today. Well, police officers in Westland, Michigan were on patrol doing traffic stops. However, instead of writing tickets, some officers handed out turkeys. The traffic increases during the holiday, and the Westland Police Department wants to make sure that everybody is safe, just like our area. Police say it's a good reminder that they are being vigilant while spreading holiday cheer. Well, coming up next in sports, the Browns looking forward to Sunday's matchup against the Bengals now that Hugh Jackson is back on the Cincy coaching staff. Quarterback Baker Mayfield had some interesting comments about his former head coach.
Local teams, local highlights, covering the action you care about. This is Sports Team 27.
Well, good evening again, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. The Cleveland Browns had the day off to enjoy their friends and family today. And this Sunday, we'll experience something no one wants to during a Thanksgiving dinner, the awkward return of one of your exes, as the Browns head to Cincinnati to see Hugh Jackson and the Bengals. This coming less than a month after Cleveland fired Jackson. And then just 2 weeks ago, Marvin Lewis and the Bengals added Jackson as a special assistant to the head coach. He went just 336-1 in his time with the Browns. Quarterback Baker Mayfield says he enjoyed his time with Jackson, but doesn't think he has an advantage on Sunday.
Do you think Hugh's knowledge of the playbook, the personnel, would give the Bengals an advantage at all?
No.
And why not?
Just no. He tried to, grab a hand towards everybody, affect everybody, just talking to different people throughout the process. He's a guy that wanted to be friends with everybody, and so very good guy.
First meeting of the season between the two teams coming up on Sunday, 1 o'clock kickoff from the Queen City. Best thing is you can catch it right here on WKBN. Down in Pittsburgh, the Steelers are set to hit the road to Denver to meet Beaver local grad Derek Wolfe and the Broncos. Steelers have won 6 straight games, are in firm control of first place in the AFC North. Denver has struggled of late, dropping 6 of their last 8, but head coach Mike Tomlin says they need to be on their game.
We got our work cut out for us, as we always do. We understand the environment we're going into. We understand the urgency of the team that we're playing and so forth. But such is life in the NFL, man. We embrace that. We better embrace it with how we prepare. And so I'm excited about that, both as a staff and as a team.
Steelers will look for their 7th win in a row on Sunday afternoon. You can catch this one on WKBN as well, part of a doubleheader, 4:25 kickoff from Mile High. Action on the field today. You saw it earlier right here on WKBN. Lions hosting the Bears with Chase Daniels starting at quarterback, running out before the rest of the team through the tunnel. Late in the game, tied at 16 until this. Matthew Stafford picked off by Eddie Jackson, who struts his way in from 41 yards out. That would be the difference. Bears go on to win this one. Final score of 23-16. Elsewhere, you saw it on Fox Youngstown just a little bit ago. Dallas Cowboys hosting the Washington Redskins. Cowboys with the lead in the second half. Dak Prescott firing over the middle for Amari Cooper. One cut, and he gone. 90 yards to the house, his second touchdown of the game. Cowboys would take a 24-13 lead. They would cruise from there. 31-23, they are now in the lead in their division. Well, to the hardwood, where Hugh Jackson wasn't the only X in town over the holidays for Cleveland sports fans. LeBron James made his return to the land last night, scoring 32 points and helping his Lakers beat the Cavs. Cleveland controlled the pace for most of the game, owning a 99-91 lead late in the fourth quarter, but the game took a back seat for the most part. The home crowd roaring for Northeast Ohio's own, a much different reaction than the first homecoming. LeBron says the Cleveland crowd is one of a kind.
You know, I appreciate, these fans just as much as they appreciated me. Every single night we stepped out on the floor. They always showed their appreciation to not only myself, but for my teammates for those 11 years. Those last 4 years, those championship runs that we were making. That was just my salute to them, of them appreciating what I was able to accomplish with my teammates and coaching staff along those 4 years.
So a lot of teams having the day off today, but those remaining in the high school football world here in the Valley all practice today. Sharon, Wilmington, Farrell, Girard all hit the field this morning. Girard getting ready to leave tomorrow. They'll leave around noontime at Arrowhead Stadium. So if you're a Girard fan, go out there and send the boys off as they go down to Dover.
I'm sure they were happy to be practicing on
Thanksgiving. Oh,
Thanksgiving.
absolutely. It's a good thing if you're
Yeah.
practicing on Thanksgiving. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Josh. We'll be right back.